Hey folks, it's Miss Rogers, and we're going to continue this week on triangles. And today we're going to talk about triangle congruence. So we're still talking about triangles, and what we're going to talk about is how they are congruent. Not their similarities, but their congruencies. A couple of things at the top here. Talking about the word included. So when we talk about a side between the angles, so here we have an angle and an angle, they're marked with the little arcs. There's a side with a little tick mark right in between them. When we see this, we say angle, side, angle. We're going to see a lot of S's and A's in here. So here, if I had another triangle with angle and an angle and the side in between, I could say these triangles are congruent because of a postulate known as angle, side, angle. Because this angle matches that angle, this angle matches that angle, and the side in between matches. Okay? So what if I have a non-selected side? A non-selected side is a side opposite an angle. It could be this one. It is not in between the angles. It is opposite one of the angles. So it's not included. Okay. So let's look at some of these postulates and theorems. We have a lot of them. A lot of S's and a lot of A's. The first one we're going to talk about is side, angle, side. Make my pen a little thicker. Side, angle, side. Side, 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 side. Means I have one side with one tick mark, one side with two tick marks, and one side with three tick marks. So it means I've got another triangle with one tick mark on one side, two tick marks on another side, and three tick marks on the third side. So something like this. 1, 2, 3. They're congruent by side, side, side. Sound good? Okay. Here's what we talk about side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. And I may spout out side, angle, side quite a bit because that's a very popular one. So side with a tick mark, angle, side. And this can have one or two markings on it. So what we're looking for is another triangle with an angle and similar markings. So we have a side, let me mark them here, a side and a side, an angle, and a matching side. A matching side. All right, pretty good so far. Let's go on to the next one. Angle, side, angle. Whoops. This time the side is what's in between. A sandwich in between. So I have an angle. I have an angle right here. And then a side. And then another angle with the double bars. So if I had another triangle with a single angle and a side and a double angle, that could be considered congruent by angle, side, angle. Why am I saying congruent? I have to prove things congruent now. I have to prove myself. Okay. The next one, angle, angle, side. This one is the one where you have to draw a line across from an angle. So like this one has a side opposite an angle. Here we have two angles, angle, angle, and a side. So we have a side and two angles. And it's actually going this way. Angle 1, angle 2, and a side. Even though they marked it backwards, it's still angle, angle, side. So if we want to look at a triangle, angle 1, here's the side, angle 2, the side opposite is across from angle 2. Are they congruent? Well, yes, because across from angle 2 is the congruent side. Okay? Let's talk about the next one. The next one is special. I'm going to change my pen to purple. It's special because it has a right angle in it. It's a right triangle. And in our right triangle, we have a right angle. The H stands for hypotenuse. The L stands for leg. The hypotenuse is the longest leg in the triangle. It's also straight across from the right angle. And the leg is connected to the right angle. So here we have the leg and the right angle, the hypotenuse. Oops, that should be a double. So if I have another right triangle, and I said that the hypotenuse and the leg were congruent. That's a marker backwards. Let me undo. I'll just erase it and redraw it. Erase. Okay, let's redraw this. Hypotenuse, leg. Here's the right angle. I have a single one there and a double one there. These two triangles will be congruent because across from the right angle is a single, and next to the right angle is a double. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways of proving triangles congruent. How are we not going to prove them congruent? Well, this top one says angle, angle, angle. That works for similarity, but not for congruence. So we're not going to do that one. And this one produces a bad word. Let me show you. Angle, side, side. We're not going to write bad words. So we're not going to do that one. You could also call it as side, side, angle. We're not going to do that. It doesn't make sense. We're not going to produce bad words, and we're not going to do two sides and an angle like that. Okay? Sound good? Well, I'm going to add a blank page. Let's see if I can do that on here. That's the dictionary. That's a blank page. That's a blank page. Let's see if I can add a blank page. I don't think I can. Okay, so we'll just go back up here. So what if I drew a picture like this? No, wrong picture. Wrong picture. I'm going to change to black. Here's a triangle. Here's another triangle. And we can't just add things in. What if I said this side is equal to this side? This side equals this side. It's congruent to that side. What do I know about this third side right here? This one right here. It's like they're being shared. They're sharing that side. So a property that we're going to learn in a few days is that if they're sharing that side, that side is congruent to itself. So what would we say these triangles are congruent by? Side, side, side. Make sense? It takes some practice. And we're going to get some practice on these. Okay? So that's the notes for today. And we will do some practice on these later on. Have a good day.